Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Iowa State's offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
The officials to have another look at the monitor, using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Throws for the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Iowa State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds a tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their...
Touchdown, Cyclones! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass, this quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hodges. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hodges. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Gets open down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
That's caught. It's Lee.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with him. The Cyclones have enough for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, running back on the move.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the lone running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out of the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get to get 6.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, he'll fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll immediately call timeout.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Takes the handoff. It's Hodges. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Houston wants to play fast. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Pulls it in. It's Hoffman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. They'll run it to the right. Ball is free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Trying to find his man on first down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires to the middle. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. He slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes a move. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got him wide open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. They're working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field, and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Excellent field position here for the offense. Floating away. Gets rid of it. He makes the connection, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Zings it complete to the right.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Marked out of bounds at the 36.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Iowa State 48, 21.
And they thought about a return, then thought better. Bring it out to the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.